Hello, sysfailure here again. Just standing outside the little set that I built for the 13W07A snapshot video I done. Just here today to just talk about how you can have custom treasure or rewards for players in an adventure map you built. And then I'll show you how you can actually do it yourself. So, this is an old way of doing it. I can see you've got dispenser, a few different items in there, and somebody can come up and get their items. There we go, it looks like I've got the hat, so that's on me. And I've got a diamond, nugget, diamond, and so on. Obviously, you can only have one thing at a time, and if this is within reach, there's nothing stopping somebody coming along and doing that. However, as of the new snapshot, there is a better way. So I should just show you. Get rid of this. There we go. So head on in here, and there's a nice little chest. Oh, now I've got myself a nice fancy sword inside it. Just to get rid of that chest. Head down here, and let's back. And there's a chest again. Oh, this time I have some coal. Let's give it one more try. Here's a chest again. And I have a carrot on a stick this time. Right, so what's actually happening? Well, the easiest way is if I just head on outside and show you. So here I've got a sort of little artificial version of a dungeon set up. You'll notice over there, there is a minecart spawner. Doesn't matter if you use a normal spawner or a minecart one, but a minecart one means that you can stop it from doing multiple spawns like that and somebody raiding all your treasure. So let me just show you what happens. So say you've defeated your boss or whatever, and you're wandering along this corridor. So if you just watch carefully, as I get close, there you go. So chest has appeared. And every half a second it's attempting to place a chest, but it can't as this one's now in the way. For some reason the texture looks like the little wooden block one for the slabs. And if we come over here, got some coal. Obviously you can just destroy that. Head back over there and reappears again. Now, because this one is a minecart spawner, you'd have something like this set up, say a door or whatever. They come through in little treasure room, claim our treasure, which is diamonds in this case, and say they've seen this video and they know they should destroy the chest. Just wander back and they can get another one. Except they can't. Because if it's a minecart spawner, you can destroy it. So this door, you just set up here to trigger this and dispense lava and destroy it. So that's a little system you can use to make sure that it's only used once. Now, how do you go about making one of these? Well, over here I have a couple of things. Now, at the moment, it's not a complete filter after filter process in MC Edit, because there are a few filters that still have problems with the new snapshot. As of the creation of this video, SethBling's combine spawners filter will crash Minecraft if you try and combine stuff together. He is aware of that problem though, so I would imagine that gets fixed soon. So I'm going to show you a process that's part filter and part manual. The part manual way is because I've been specifically asked to show you how to do some manual editing. So if I just bring up my F3 menu, and just get so you can see it. If you have a look on the line with the X, it says C24. That means I'm in chunk 24. That is important. And on the Z, C21. So that's chunk 21. And that's inside these boundaries here. And if I go over here, you'll see this one's chunk 24, chunk 22. So that's quite important. Also, if I just hop up on here, this is where I would like it to spawn. So here I have an X of 392. Bit difficult to see. Let me put that against the sky. So 392. Y of 65 and Z of 359. Now here I have my various chests. So this is the one with our sword. And over here I have coal, my diamonds, and a carrot on a stick. I've just got them in separate chunks just for personal preference to make it a little bit easier to see what's going on once it comes to manual time. So what we need to do is jump over to MC Edit and run it through a couple of filters first, and then we'll see where we go next. So here we're in MC Edit. Now we just need to open our world up, just in case is this one. Now here we have our chests. So that's our carrot and stick, diamonds, and coal, and a diamond sword. So if we just select all of them, make sure that you don't have any other blocks other than air in between them. If you do, just select them individually. First off, we want one of Sethwing's filters called Sandify. So just do that. Just leave these options alone, that's fine. Just filter them. So they've now become entities of falling sand types with those chests and items in them. Next up, we need to create spawners, which is this one here. Now, I'm including the position data. So that will tell them, instead of randomly spawning all around, to spawn in a specific spot, which is where the spawners are. That's not really critical at the moment because I will be changing that in a minute in the manual part. So just filter those. There we go. So now we have 4 falling sand spawners, and they're in 2 different chunks. So we will just save them, and then we'll get on to the manual editing part. Now that's going to be the slightly tricky part. So if it's something you don't really want to do, just wait for the filters to be updated. If the filters are updated, the next process would most likely be combine spawners, which we combine them into one. Spawners in a minecart, so if you want to make it a minecart, obviously. Although you can do this at any time, that does work fine with this version. And then you'd have Texel Elf's Unified Spawner Filter to change all the various settings. But as it says, we're not doing that at the moment, so let's save this, and then we'll jump over to the manual editing. So here we are in a program called MBT Explorer. Now, before we look through this, I will quickly mention I jump into Minecraft between MC Edit and coming here. The reason for that is that there are several tags that we want to edit that don't actually happen until Minecraft runs and it applies them to the spawner. So it's very important, if you're doing this, make sure you go into Minecraft between MC Edit and coming into MBT Explorer. Now, this is the listing of various games in the saved directory for single player Minecraft. You can open other ones by going up here if you want. And the latest ones you've played, which you normally see would be at the top, in the case here it actually does them in alphabetical order, so slightly different from how it is in Minecraft, but easy enough. Now, the one we want is actually this one here. Now, we're looking for our region files, and I happen to know we're looking for region not in this particular case. Now, you will see here all the chunks listed. If you remember from a little earlier there, we were looking for chunks 2422 and 2421. So if we just head down, look for the 24s on the beginning, there we go. And go for 2422. Now you will notice tile entities, we have 1, and if we open it up, this is one of our mob spawners, our falling sand ones. Now there's a few little bits we want to edit in here. Now I was specifically asked to show the editing of this by Mega Craftable, so if you're watching, do pay close attention. A few things we want to edit first. Now I'm going to set these the same as what I currently had. So I'm having a max spawn delay of 10. Now that's game ticks as opposed to redstone ticks. 10 redstone ticks will last 1 second. 10 game ticks is half a second. So that's set for half. And the minimum spawn delay I'm just going to set for 1 tick less. the required player range, that's how close it detects a player. So I'm just going to set this one quite close, so within 3 blocks. And the delay at the moment, that's quite low, that doesn't matter, because once that goes by, it will just use these values down here. Now, spawn potentials, if we open that, these are the possible things that it can spawn. So this one, our falling sand one here, if we go down and look at the information, it's tile 54, which is the ID for a chest, and it's got all the various tile data of a chest, such as the contents. So in this case, this is our enchanted sword. Now, what is important here is the position. Now, these numbers I'm going to set to be what was on top of our pillar. So that was 392. This one we wanted 65. And this one here we wanted 359. So that now means that this particular one, when it spawns, will spawn on top of the pillar at these coordinates. You might have noticed there were positions in here. Feel free to ignore these. These have no effect on the spawning. Another thing to mention, you can set like the direction it's facing, but at the moment that has no effect on chests, and chests will face in one direction, or if some bits around it are sealed off, it will face in the direction it's got the most open sides, basically. So this spawn at the moment will spawn just this over and over. But obviously I'm showing you how to make random treasure. So let's just pop up to our other chunk, which is 21 here. You'll notice I have 3 tile entities. And I actually have 3 spawners. And each one has a spawn potential, as you can see. So we're going to spawn its potential, and we want to copy that. Come down here into the one that we want, go into spawn potentials and paste. And you'll see we now have 2. So this is the trick on getting multiples. This bit weight means how likely it is to spawn out of the ones. So if that had a weight of 2 and that had a weight of 1, that'd be twice likely to spawn as that. I do believe that's the way around. But I'm not going to touch them really at the moment, so they'll all be 1, so they'll have an equal chance of spawning. So that was our first one. Let's open up our second one here. Copy that one. Down into spawn potentials again. Paste. And then our final one. Spawn potentials. Copy. Down in this one. And paste. So I can just close off the other chunk now because we don't need them. Now, just open this one back up again. Remember, I set the positions. So I'm just going to copy these positions because I want all the other possible ones to be in the same places. So just go in here. Delete this one. And paste position in. Same again for all of them. Just delete the position. Paste it in. And our final one. Delete. And paste. There we go. So that is really how simple it is. If you want to see a lot of these things in more detail and what they actually mean, if you have a look on the chunk format page and the player dat pages on the wiki, you've got all sorts of information about these. So now that we've done these various bits of editing, we will just save all our tags, and it's as simple as that. And then we'll hop back into Minecraft and see what it's done. So we're back in Minecraft here. So you'll see our chests have now become spawners. You notice these ones are like flaming away and this one isn't. It's because we didn't actually do anything to these other than their spawns. They're actually attempted to spawn underneath themselves. So I'm just take out some blocks there. See, one of them gives us a spawn. There we go. So this is what I was meaning about the chests. It will actually face the direction that has the most open ways. So this one faced here, as there's two open there. That one faced, and this one there's only one open. But we don't want these. So let's clear this up. This is the one we were editing. So this is where we said we wanted the chest to go. And a detection range of 3, so if we get within there, and there we go. And it's now spawning away. And what have we got this time? Coal. There we go. So all that effort and we got ourselves some coal. But that's how to make yourself custom treasure for your adventure map. Oh, sword. And because it's a chest, you can fill all these slots in. You could have as many items as you like, as long as they fit. And as many numbers of them. Even arrange them into smiley faces if you so insist. But there you go. So I hope you found that useful. Apologies, it's quite a long tutorial, and obviously it's a little bit tricky with the manual editing. And I wouldn't be surprised if all various filters are updated soon and you won't have to do any manual editing. But that is a useful skill to have. But that's it. So thanks for watching and bye bye.